It's June 26th, and the strange side of history awaits. Today, we have a fairy tale born from truth, a scientific breakthrough that changed medicine forever, and a little-known novel becomes a global phenomenon. Let's begin. On June 26th, in the year 1284, something happened in the German town of Helmalen that was so disturbing the town seemed unable to forget it. According to the oldest versions of the story, 130 children vanished, not because of rats, not because of a broken promise. Those details came much later. The earliest record speaks only of a strange figure dressed in bright, colorful clothing, leading the children out of the village. The loss was so deeply carved into the town's memory that it reportedly dated official records by how many years had passed since the children disappeared. For centuries, people tried to explain it. Some believed the piper was not magical at all, but a recruiter leading young people east to settle in new lands. Others suggested disease, famine, or some forgotten medieval disaster. Whatever the truth was, it became buried under a fairy tale. Fairy tales are scary enough, but this one may be covering up something real. On June 26th, in the year 2000, humanity announced it had begun reading its own instruction manual. At the White House, scientists and world leaders revealed the first working draft of the human genome, a map of the hidden code that's carried inside nearly every cell in our body. It was not complete, but it was close enough to feel impossible. Roughly 90% of the human genetic blueprint had been mapped, and for the first time, researchers could look at it in a language that helped build human beings. The project had been a race. On one side was the publicly funded Human Genome Project, on the other was Celera Genomics, a private company using a faster sequencing method. Together, they revealed something both humbling and unsettling. Humans are about 99% genetically identical. Every face, every voice, and every life was separated by a fraction of a code. The draft still had gaps, and the truly completed sequence would not come until decades later. We opened up the code of life and found out we still barely understood it. On June 26, 1997, a small children's book quietly appeared on the shelves in the United Kingdom. There was no explosion of fame, no worldwide frenzy, just the modest printing of the first Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, released with only a tiny rung of hardback copies. Most people walked past it, but hidden inside those early books were clues that would one day make them legendary. The author was not listed as J.K. Rowling, but as Joanne Rowling. Then the back of the cover carried strange little mistakes. Even the school supplies list printed one wand twice. At the time, they were just errors, tiny imperfections, in a book almost no one knew, but the story would spread. The Boy Under the Stairs became a global phenomenon, and copies that once quietly sat in bookshops would later sell for staggering amounts. Those early mistakes were once publishing flaws, now they're treasure markers. Another day, another strange bite from history. Like, comment, and subscribe. Your next Eerie dose is just a day away.